It's a matter of time. Every second of every minute, we evolve, change. Businesses move forward. From private to public, local to global, all in good time. Time for a break. Time to break through. Time to fly. We were always told that time is money. But you can't buy your time. Your time comes when you're ready. And we believe you are. We believe it's your time to shine.
Hi. Hi. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 10th Annual Conference of the Israeli Hedge Fund Association. Thank you very much to the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, Mr. Itai Ben-Zeev, for hosting us today. And I'm Natalie Raz, the new CEO of the IHFA, and it's wonderful to see you all here with us. This is a very exciting day for all of us. Thank you so much to all of you who are attending the conference from Israel and from all around the world. Today we are celebrating a decade of successful activity and tremendous growth from the industry. It is also our first physical conference in 3 years, and we are so excited to see everybody in person. We have an amazing program for today, and I'm looking forward to hear our esteemed speakers. I hope you will have an enjoyable and productive conference. I would like again to thank the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, Naor, and all of the staff for the strong collaboration throughout the years and for supporting the Israeli hedge funds industry. It's my pleasure to invite Lior Segev and Max Karpel, two of the IHFA founders, to say a few words, please.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks again for joining us. Great morning to have you all and see all these familiar and new faces. My name is Lior Segev, founder and the CEO of Liquant Asset Management, also one of the founders of the IHFA. I'm excited to be here, mainly for two reasons. First, it's our first physical gathering in 3 years after COVID. Now you can all hear me better after COVID, so it's great to see everybody. Second, it's been the 10th year anniversary, essentially, of the IHFA, and it's great to be here. The whole concept of founding the IHFA started by a couple of global and local hedge fund professionals who actually, with affinity to Israel, who envisaged an Israeli hedge fund community at a time where there were only few hedge funds here, and the entire industry was altogether about $1 billion in AUM, not one fund, just the entire industry together. We're thinking to ourselves that it's impossible that in Startup Nation we won't have a vibrant and a successful fintech and hedge fund community and develop a real hedge fund ecosystem here. It is very exciting for us to see the local industry grow so nicely and develop over this last decade. And when we envisaged the Israeli hedge fund ecosystem here, we thought mainly about three things. One, the voice of the local hedge fund community, which is growing. Secondly, this is in front of the regulators, the tax authority, etc. Just one voice for the entire industry. Second, a point of first contact from emerging managers and the entire hedge fund managers who Israel is not a financial center. It's not London, it's not Chicago, it's not New York, but it definitely has the potential to be a capital center for hedge fund and alternative investment in the Middle East and also for Europe. And thirdly, the face of the local industry with the global hedge fund community, with global firms, service providers, etc. So it's also very exciting for us to see so many supporters and so many old faces and new faces, people who supported and firms that supported the industry for so many years. So thank you all for joining us, and great to see you, and we're going to have a great event. Max.
Thank you, Lior. My name is Max Karpel. I'm a funds partner at Lowenstein Sandler, a law firm in New York. I help form and structure hedge funds, and I see a number of clients here in the audience, hedge funds and private funds more generally. And I work closely with many of the members of the legal community that I see here from Israel today also. Lior, just the first thing I want to say is that you've been a great friend and a great partner, and it's been a blast working with you and the committee to plan today's event. I think everybody's going to have a great time, and it's going to be very, very interesting. So thank you all for joining us today. It's an exciting moment, I think, for the Israel hedge funds industry. We live in a time, obviously, of great uncertainty, but also a time of great opportunity. We're buffeted by inflation, volatility, and perhaps the greatest boom in the history of Israelis high-tech has just come to a little bit of a halt or a lull. Hopefully it'll start again. But it's going to be hopefully temporary. And in the midst of this, something I think that's very exciting for all of us, that for the first time, I think the Israeli hedge fund industry is starting to gain recognition, both locally and beyond. And I think that's evidenced by all of you being here today. As Lior mentioned, I'll never forget 10 years ago, our first conference. It was much smaller than this. We pushed very hard. We brought people from other countries, and I think we had about a quarter of the people that we have here today. And in fact, at the time, there was great skepticism, I think, locally about the industry. And I think one of the great accomplishments of the Israeli hedge fund industry is to raise the awareness and really let the local community know what's going on here and what the potential is. And I think that's thanks in part to the Hedge Fund Association, but in fact, it's really a result of the efforts of you, the managers who I see out there. You really deserve a tremendous amount of credit. In this industry, as you all know, what really counts is returns. So we can talk all we want to, but there have to be the results. And that's something that you guys have done year after year, minimizing risk and showing the industry here, the investment community, locally and globally, what Israeli hedge fund managers can accomplish. So in addition, Lior, I want to thank you. I want to thank our the fellow board members who participated in making this event possible. And that includes Menashe Shemesh over there, Lital Dagan. Lital just finished a 6-year term as our CEO, and she took us from here to where we are. And I want to thank Natalie Raz, our new CEO. Everybody here, you've all been talking to her. You know the energy and excitement that she's brought to today's event. And I think that the creativity and excitement and energy that you've shown is going to take us even further. And I really look forward to what you can accomplish as our new CEO. And finally, I want to thank the sponsors. My law firm, Lowenstein Sandler, a platinum sponsor, alongside Jeffries, and all of the other sponsors who are here from around the globe and from Israel. So thank you very much for being here, and enjoy the day.
I would like to invite Itai Ben-Zev, the CEO of the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, please.
Good morning, everyone, and I'm delighted to host you here. It's indeed exciting after 3 years that we can all get together and see so many familiar faces, and especially thank for all of the people that came from abroad. We are always happy to host people that come to Tel Aviv. And Lior, where is Lior? We plan to be a global financial center as well. This is part of our agenda. And when you look at our country, the strength of the economy, the diversifications of the segments that we have, the amount of institutional money, retail money, and what we have been doing, you can clearly see there's a huge potential from different parts of the world to get exposure to the Israeli community. And in a way, the story of the hedge fund community is similar to the story of the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, because we started late. And this is why both of us see a genuine, strong, organic growth ahead of us. And this is why we, the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange, will do everything we can in order to help you to get better traction in Israel. Lital did an outstanding job, and we had a great collaboration with her. It will be the same with you. We did a few things over the past few years, and we continue to launch more services and product to help your community. I think one of the best examples is the aggregated securities lending platform, which we know how much you pay when you try to lend securities. So we said, let's create an aggregated pool that by definition will lower the commission and will bring much more securities both on the equity and on the bond side to the table. Unfortunately, the Israeli banks didn't want to participate in our platform. And what we did, there's already one large Israeli institution that became a custodian member. More will follow. And by being a custodian member, this institution will start putting his securities on our platform, so you will have more visibility and more variety of securities that you can start borrowing. So it's only a question of time before it will kick off, and then you'll be more active, and then we will have more liquidity. And when we have more liquidity, it helps us to bring more international players into our exchange. On top of it, we launched a new registration platform that by definition will help you to get much more access to aggregated accredited investors, but also to retail participants. And you have here Orly and Yaniv Savion. If some of you are not well familiar with all of the details, please contact them. We strongly believe in the potential of this industry, and as I said, we'll do anything we can to support it. So I wish you all a very successful day. And now for the opening bell ceremony, I would like to call Natalie Raz, the CEO of the IHFA, Eran Mordechai from Colbury Fund, Max Karpel, Lowenstein Sandler, and an old friend of the Israeli community, Menashe Shemesh from Granite Alphen Capital Fund, Ariel Bino, Gilboa Fund of Funds, Dikla Kafzan from Nokiat Capital, Nathaniel Dreyfus from Eden Alpha Funds, Adi Khanes, CEO of Sphera Funds, Anthony Rich from Ion, Lital Dagan from the FinTech Club now, Lior Segev, CEO of Liquid, and Gabi Dishi from Alpha Fund.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The market is open.
כולם מחיאות כפיים ותמונה נוספת, בבקשה. מחיאות כפיים, בבקשה, כולם על הבמה. תודה רבה לכולם, וכולם מוזמנים